Islam, Hotep, Shalom Mishkael, Assalamu alaikum. Peace to the gods, peace to the goddess. Peace be upon you, my sons. Peace be upon you, my daughters. I adore you. I reserve all my rights without recourse. Just at the pool, just got back from the courthouse again today. And I didn't get to file my complaint. I had made some mistakes on it, so I just politely asked what were the mistakes and told the clerk I'll go fix them and bring them back. So I'm probably gonna fax it back, fix everything and then fax it back. As you listened in the previous video, I was railroaded by a pro tem. So what happened, right? So I get to the courthouse, and I got there like 8 o'clock that morning, and I had prepared a petition. And the petition was to compel arbitration. And I told the clerk that I wanted to do an ex parte. So the day before, I sent my process server to serve them the ex parte notice. And I thought that was real honorable of myself, seeing as they failed to serve us the notice of the summary judgment. They failed to serve us the motion for the summary judgment, right? So we still remained honorable, and we still served them. And I didn't think they were going to show up because, so I went in, I did the ex parte, I got a court hearing that same morning, and I made sure that I specifically told the clerk that I needed a court reporter. Now, I should have videotaped it, but I didn't actually start the videotape until I got ready to go up. But anyway, so she said, all right, check in with the clerk when you get up there. So I thought, okay, well, maybe I will get a real judge and a real court reporter. So we get in the court, and it's not a real judge. It's a pro tem. It's an attorney who's pretending to be a judge. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to see how this works. Like, you know, so I sat there through about 20 evictions and just watched this dude with this smirk on his face, just sending everybody out the door, and him and all the defense eviction lawyers seemed like they were all buddy friends, and it was just disgusting to watch these people. You know, like, these are the people that, you know, our people are afraid of, or submissive to, or submitting to, or letting take over the municipal buildings and take over their land and take their children and property, and it's retarded. It's retarded. People so divided with their own kind and not paying attention to what their next door nation is doing to them. They taking all your stuff. They taking it. They taking it with the pen and with the gun to see. They use the pen to protect them when they use the gun. You know? So anyway, so today I went back. Oh, okay, so yesterday they waited till they cleared the courtroom out to call us up. So I thought it was pretty funny. And at first I really wasn't going to say much. I was just going to let them know we're here before the court. The only matter before this court today is to compel arbitration. That's all I really was going to say, and let them know you know, everything else is in the paperwork. It's nothing more I wish to add. But I didn't, because he wasn't a real judge. He was an attorney pretending to be a fucking judge, right? This little gray-haired, Dutch-looking faggot, right? So, mysteriously, the property owner's lawyer shows up. Well, he had about 4 other people that he was in there evicting, so I guess that's like their little hangout spot, right? So I didn't catch him by surprise with the ex parte, and I really didn't expect to, because I did serve him a notice. But so anyways, you got to hear that, and after that, I went back downstairs, and of course I filed my writ of error, because any minute order that goes is not to be recorded. That is not a recordable event. That is not a judgment. Those are only summary notes for the clerk. But these clerks are filing these minute orders from these pro tem attorneys like they're judgments. And that is fraud, and that's a violation of the contract, of the Constitution. And I will be back to serve them. Believe me, I will be back to serve them and sue them for that. Like I said, make them commit as many crimes as they think they can get away with. But in order for you to do that, you must study to know what the crime is they're committing. So, anyways. So I filed on the record my writ of error, and my notice of default ruling. And what else did I do before I left? I asked for a statement of decision, statement of court findings, which is required. And the clerks act like they didn't know what I was talking about. They couldn't find the form for me. And that's another thing I noticed. The important forms, the really important forms that get shit done, they hide those. They make them on a good old boy list. If you're a lawyer or whatever, you can get access to those. But, on the regular courthouse webpage, you have a lot of forms, but it just doesn't seem like the forms you need, So what they do, they say, oh, put it in a pleading. When they got the form hidden somewhere for, one of their, attorneys to use, who's a part of their sorority, fraternity, whatever the fuck. So they couldn't find the form to give me to request a statement of the decision, which means that lawyer has to write out a conclusion stating the facts of law to why he made the decision he did. So they wanted to play games that way. Let's see, what else did I do before I left? I think that was it. I think that was it. Because what I was gonna do is do another court hearing for a motion to vacate. But as you see, they're in there. They're not ruling according to law. They're ruling according to discretion. Who's buddy, who likes who and who doesn't like who. Nothing he said in that hearing was based on law, and he wasn't even supposed to be, commentating. He's sitting up there giving his opinion, giving his, commentary, and it is sickening. It is sickening. It really is. It's like people taking the real judge and hiding him in the back room and coming out and sitting on the bench and stealing everybody's shit. That's what the fuck is going on. That's what's going on. And if you're not angry about it, then you're going to be fucked up. I promise you. Because these bitch-ass people are trying to start a whole new slave world, Almost 100,000 black women are missing right now. No one is talking about it. Not even their own people. Almost 100,000 children, brown skin, are missing. No one's talking about it in the news. It is sickening what is going on. And, I don't like cursing people, but I'm almost to that point, because I know my words, they do not fall to the ground. When I speak, into existence to manifest what I will manifest. So we should come together and we should manifest goodness so that this disease that's on our planet right now gets removed, because it is a disease and they look like people, but it's a disease. All right, it's a cosmic disease. It's like the planet has cancer. So today I went back and I was going to file my complaint for trespass on the case. But I had made some mistakes on the civil case cover sheet and a few of those things, and I made a mistake with my prayer for relief, so I have to fix that and go back next week with it. I think they got their summary judgment on the 13th, which was, I think, 10 days or so ago. So I'm not sure how. I got to confirm to read the rules so I'll know the time frames I'm working with. But, we always keep an ace up our sleeve. No matter what they try, they won't win this battle. And let's talk about this battle, right? So as of right now, his balance sheet shows that I owe him over $9,000 in rent, right, for staying at this hotel. But his summary judgment is for $0. His summary judgment, they begged the court to just make me leave. So his petition says that he's asking for possession and forfeiture of the contract. So now lawyers are going into court petitioning for people to not have to be obligated and bound to the terms and conditions of a binding agreement that they made. And they just got a summary judgment on that in a kangaroo court hearing. So if you're listening to this message and you're in the international world, why would you continue to honor these people's contracts? It's only a matter of time before they stop honoring yours, if they're honoring them right now. So it's a place for people like that. You just got to know how to put them in their place. You see? So even though I still have to